Good afternoon. I'm Brian. The little gray doggy there is Charlie. That is Finn. And this is our 2000 Toyota Tacoma pickup truck. Charlie, Finn, and I have lived in this truck for months. And last summer, I was in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, and I decided, you know what? It might be kind of cool just to drive all the way down to Ushuaia, Tierra del Fuego, Argentina. So while still up in Alaska this past summer, in July, I believe, I purchased this 2000 Toyota Tacoma. And yeah, it's a perfect overland vehicle in my opinion, especially for a guy and two dogs. It's got the 4-cylinder engine, not overpowered, but you know, with the front locking hubs and the 4 low, you definitely have enough torque to do whatever you need to do. And so there have been some issues along the route. You know, I got into a small accident with a Toyota Helix and now I have to use a tow strap to keep my hood closed, and my door and fender area here is a little bit messed up, as you can hear. But the wind almost blew my door off in the highlands of Peru. But the cab is, you know, spacious enough for one guy and one small dog to climb through the window back and forth and come sit up in the front if she wants. Keep my hydration pack, of course, my Camelback, attached to the back seat. I've got keep jackets down here, raincoats, cameras, things that we routinely need as we're traveling. I've got bear spray there on the floor since we can't carry guns. But you know, it's been an exceptional truck. And we also keep power packs charged so that we always have a charge for our phone. You do run into problems when you're going through some countries, especially Brazil, with charging your equipment. But we do a lot of camping and a lot of off-roading. And so we try to be self-contained as much as possible. I do keep one of these. It's a converter that I can plug, I don't know if I can get it out from under my seat, that I can plug electrical equipment into, and it really works well. It you know, when we're camping, we just hook it up to the battery and can charge a myriad of devices, including USB. And so we always have the ability to make our own power. And here in the back, this is the bed platform. And so this is where we sleep if we're not out sleeping under the stars on a beautiful night. These flashlights, these headlights for bicycles, work exceptionally well. 3 different settings, throws out a significant amount of illumination. You can attach them wherever you want, and so they work both inside the vehicle and out. And got this window I normally keep down, and the reason for that is, with my 2 dogs traveling with me, we go through some hot desert environments, we go through some exceptionally cold, very cold, freezing environments. And so I just shut these outer vents off, keep that window down to keep this window area as large as possible. All the air then is diverted through these 2 center vents, so I can get a lot of cool air and a lot of hot air into the back. And, you know, to be honest with you, it's pretty functional. It does keep a lot of airflow. It does keep it much cooler in the back. And it does keep it warmer in the back when, you know, we need warmth. And so the bed area here, had some friends help me build this up in Alaska before we left last summer. Bed platform slides back. That's my mattress, but you don't need to see it. It's, you know, several months later. It's kind of disgusting. So here I keep, you know, sleeping bag, other equipment, tow straps, rescue equipment, things of that nature. I keep tools, a tent. I've got a Sawzall that's a battery operated Sawzall, rechargeable, so I can just hook it up to the battery and charge it up whenever we need it. If you've done a lot of off-roading and camping, you know how important a portable Sawzall can be. Up in the front on the right, I keep a lot of dehydrated food and tuna and peanut butter, things of that nature, because oftentimes when you're out in, say for example, the highlands of Peru off-roading, and you're 3 hours from your next meal and it's dark and you just want to eat and go to bed, then yeah, you've got your food with you. We also have a water filtration system up there, keep a camp stove up there, so we can cook, we can clean our own water, we can make our own electricity. And so the goal was to become as self-sufficient as possible. And here I keep dog food, water for the dogs, leashes, dog bowls, anything animal related, except for Finn's sleeping bag, which is here. And I keep dirty clothes here. We built a shelf here for clothing. Got my backpack for, should we need to go backpacking, whatever. Hard to keep all the dirt out because when you're off-roading a lot, you generate a lot of dust. It sort of swirls in and sucks back into the back of the truck. But, you get used to beating your clothes out and then putting them on in the morning, the fresh change of clothes. My opinion, this is probably the best rig, best truck ever made. We haven't had any problems with it aside from an exhaust leak, and that didn't hit until we got into Brazil. But I'll explain this really quickly. With respect to keeping the cab warm or cold, I went and bought some insulation, pipe insulation that I run down here, up the sides, up the top, and down this side. And then I use duct tape to seal it. It's just hard to find the seals between the topper and the cab that don't leak. And so the duct tape works well. This duct tape's got about 50,000 miles on it. Did the other side yesterday, need to redo this side. Keeps water out fairly well. It keeps the wind out, outside air out, and that way I can climate control the back as much as possible for the dogs. Spare fuel on the roof. Somewhere along the way I've lost my axe, my shovel. But we have generally all the equipment we need to keep going and keep surviving. And so this is my rig, my 2000 Toyota Tacoma. If you decide to take a trip like this, I would highly recommend it. Prudhoe to Tierra del Fuego, Argentina, Ushuaia. It is a fantastic trip. It's beautiful. You meet a lot of fantastic people on the way. And your dogs have a good time. Huff in. Huff in. Yes, indeed. And so the dogs fit in there fairly well. Jump in. Come on. And so they can move around fairly well. They typically like to sleep up close to the front. They'll stick their head through the window and, make me pet them or drool on my shoulder. But it's been a great trip, and these are my two buddies. And they're the reason that I'm still in Brazil, because, well, everybody tells me to leave them here, but I ain't doing it. Nope. I'm going to ride out the zombie apocalypse with them. So, peace out. Have a great day. And I sure as hell hope you all consider taking an adventure like we have done. It's, God, it's more than worth it. It's a big, beautiful world out there, folks. Peace out, and have a great day.